let's start by the way here. So what is that? It is given, and that I'm going to explain with the the point what we have there. Yes. So right. So that means we are going to first use the function. So as I told you that we can find the functions, and we can use the formulas as well that ma'am has already explained about few of the formulas. And there we will see that the sigma function is there, so we will get all the functions here. Now what we are going to do is, first of all, like, we have to use any of the functions. So suppose we are going for count if, or suppose we are going for the unique. So let's say I want to apply the unique part, and what unique does, so it delete or hide the repeated parts. So let's say I'm going for the unique, suppose, and that is what so simply use the formula, or you can directly use from here also, so whatever the way you want. So I'm going to explain it by using the formula. So that is there. So simply, as we have already discussed about that, simply use the equal sign and then type the function. So we have got it here, unique. Now what part you want to make it unique? So like, let's just select the range, and that's it. So I'm just going to select the range here and just enter. So we will get all the oh sorry, it was just uploading. So we got all the unique parts here. So that doesn't take much time. Simply whatever the part, it is not necessary that you have to select the complete sheet. If you are working on some of the columns, then you can simply select the column and you can find what is the unique there. So this is what unique work, and this is what unique looks like. So you will get all unique parts of the sheet, or unique values of the sheets. After that, if I'm going for the sum, so sum, like the simple sum, we already know what is simple sum. So suppose I would just want to find the sum of them, and that's it. So suppose simply here click sign add, and that will directly give you sum. So you don't have to do much, and even it will give you the suggestion also that you want to find the sum for the complete column, or just one or two. So that's whatever the way. Either you can find from there, or double click while you are getting the plus sign, or you can simply drag. So this is these are the simple sum. But what is then sum if? So sum if I'm going to explain here, by the way, because sum is already we have already discussed about sum in the level 1 also, you have learned. So what is then sum sum if? So sum if is whenever we need to put some kind of conditions, like it is we need to find the sum. Suppose when something is smaller than or greater than the values, or whatever is there. So it is that suppose, yes, I'm going to take the sum apart somewhere, like it is that. So equals to sum if, and then we are going for the range. So what is the range we are going to find? So that as much you want, you can select. Oh, by the way, just a minute. Yes, sum if, then yeah. Now I'm going to select the range. So let's say I'm taking this range, or whatever the range you want, you can take the range, and then we have to apply the condition. So suppose the values are greater than maybe 10. So just comma, greater than, that means first you need to put the inverted comma, greater than, and say it is 10, and just take it. So all the values, like all the sum which is greater than, we will find here. So this is what we have taken so many values, but it can be done row wise or column wise, if you want to do this in the particular row, or particular for the particular column. So that can be done easily. And the same thing we do for the count if. So like there are 2-3 things, like we have to simply count. So yes, all the numerical values we can count. So we, in this sheet, we have all numerical values. So that's like simply you can like do it. Let me just there are so many things. It's okay. So I want to count the the values in this cell, right? So simply click the formula again. So that is very easy, and Excel sheet gives a lot of suggestions even for you. So if I am going for the count if, right, and here it is count if. So what you want to count here? So suppose first I'm just going to count only that how many numerical values are there, right? So that will be simply take the count and then select the range. So the range, suppose if I'm going to select the range from here, that's it. So select range has been done, and click. So let's see how many values it is given, though it is because the formatting is already set as the the format as currency or format as percent. Even few of the formats you will get from here. So that's it is given 50. Otherwise, how many values are there in total? There are 15 numerical values in total. Well, you see, I basically, if I'm giving my experience, that I basically use this function a lot or many times in my attendance sheet. So that, because sometimes we need to count, like in this online classes or whatever. So we need to, manage the lots of, so many attendance sheets, in a day. Like suppose if I'm taking 4 classes in a day online, so I need to arrange all the attendance for all 4 classes. So that becomes sometimes very much hectic. So, what I generally do, so I suppose this is what, so yeah, here I have already marked, actually I have already taken these u. So, and I want to just tell that how many, how I can count that how many absents are there completely, or like the e and excuse, this everybody is doing. So I have focused only that how many absents are there. So that there are 3 absents, or suppose there are 4 absents, so that could be done. Like, so I'm just going to work on this as well. So first let me remove this all. So how to remove that is quite easy. Like, so just go on the format and simply clear formatting, and that's it. It is done. And so yes, and in apart from that, suppose I want to make a little conditional formatting is also there. So, but before that, I want to actually start for the count for the functions only. So let's say here how many absent or how many present. So that it is quite easy. Suppose this also I have to delete or simply. Yeah. So now it is here. So that I can explain you that how to do it. Like, so just I'm going to first apply the formula for the first column, total absent. So I have taken here total absent. So that's the, like, see, equals count if, and as soon as you will be typing that, it will give the suggestions to you. Now what to do? Simply select the range. Range is there. Now what else I want to, like, how and what I'm actually looking for, what I want to count. So we need to give the the condition there. That means in this range I want to count you know uh, all the u's. So as many u are there, I want to count for that. So simply just take the inverted comma and then close it, and that's it, done. It is like very much easy. So what you have to do, simply select the range and take the condition what you want actually to count, and just drag this so that you can count for all the days, or maybe like for the other days as well. So what I actually do, I keep them as it is, and as soon as I will be filling the attendance, that it automatically it will be taking. So this is what count if. So this is what now I was telling about this conditional, that how we can apply the conditional formatting for the individual letters or something. So just select all of them, and suppose if I want just that whether I want the u should be highlighted. So then now we will be using the conditional formatting here. So what is the conditional formatting? This, now it is selected fortunately. So yeah, fine. And yeah, it is not empty, so I just want exactly text. So text is exactly, so going for the text is exactly. So what text I want? So let's say I want u only, and what
Yeah.
color I want actually. So we can select the color from here, right? And that's it, done. So this is,
Yeah.
and it is not only that one rule we can apply. We can apply so many rules there. That means if you want to do, apply, or find something else like e. So how many e are there, and that we can do for that as well. So multiple rules can be applied there. So this is what we can do. So here we have little bit, so gone for the
Yes,
conditional
sir. We
formatting,
can
right?
quickly go to pivot table, I think.
Yeah,
I
now the basically we are going for the
That's the important
the
part.
pivot table, which is the important part, and that will for sure it will be asked. So first of all, I'm just going to remove this all. Going for the pivot table, right? So just going to select the sheet, or you can simply go to the pivot table. So go on the insert function, and then there you will get a pivot table. So like I want to use a new one or existing sheet. So go for the new one. Yep. And then we see what happens. Like, you don't have to worry that what you want to do or what you have to do. It is already, it will be given. Suppose if you are getting a question or from a pivot table, then you don't have to bother much. That you have to simply do and follow the instructions, whatever instructions are written there. So as of now, suppose I'm just selecting few of them. So let's say I'm starting with the product name. So I'm taking the product name here. So all the product names are there, right? And if you want to take something else as the barcode or something, so you can take that as well. But I don't want to make such a big pivot table right now. Yeah, right now I'm going to leave the common columns, but you can take always the column, but it depends again. Suppose if it is not, you are not following the instructions, that's fine, and you are doing for yourself, so you can add the column, but then later see whether it is required or not, whatever the information you are looking for. So generally I'm not right now I'm not taking the columns here. I'm going for the values directly. So what the values I want, like I want the sale price, right? So I have taken the sale price. Then I want some more values like cost price. What is the cost price there? And let's say one more I'm going to take, or you can add as many as you want. So profit margin, I suppose I want profit margin, right? So I have taken these three. Now we have to go for the filter, last one. So how you want your pivot table looks like, right? So that is what, oh, very important, very much important thing is there. Filters means whatever the values we have selected, take the filters from these only. Don't just select another, otherwise you won't get your information there. So I have taken profit margins already there. So I have selected profit margins. Now profit margins, like when you will see so many values are there. So let's suppose you have some conditions. So let's say I want the profit margin which is more than 30%. So first I'm going to make it clear, and whatever the values are more than 30%, so I'm going to take, let's say 33, 35, 36, 39 and 56. These are the value I just want,
one filter by
right?
condition on the top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and then simply okay. So let's see how precise pivot table we got it here. That you don't have to do so many things there, and it is not like because so many informations are there, so you are bothering about. You don't have to do that much. Simply follow the instructions for the examination purpose. But if you are doing for your purpose, then plan what exactly you want in your pivot table, and that's it. It is done. So it is not very much difficult, but yeah, you need a practice there. So for the practice purpose, I have given a scenario there. So I mean, we are about to over here. So
Yeah.
let's
Very
see.
well
And
explained.
yeah,
Yes,
any
sir.
particular, yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. And if any particular question is there which somebody want, then I mean, we are always there to help, and you can put in the chat box, or you can use. So yeah, this is a one of the scenario for you, and all the instructions are there. So you don't have to do anything from your side. Just follow the instructions.
Yeah.
Come on.
Excellent, excellent. India, sir, I just shared my screen where you had posted the scenario for our
Oh, that's brilliant.
audience.
That's brilliant.
So, great explanation, Jayashree ma'am and India.